Hey guys, it's Comcast here. We are back here at Great Adventure on Sunday, April 6th for another visit. This is the first visit of mine for this weekend. We were at Hershey Park's opening day yesterday. So we're here to check out what else has changed because from my understanding, they have made some changes. Some things have opened, some things have changed signs, and that happens all the time throughout the year. So we're going to cover all those updates for you guys here today. All right, we're inside the park just before park opening. They got Daffy and Bugs out here. Seems like this is probably gonna be the thing they do all the time now, where they're gonna let you in a little before park opening, like maybe 15, 20 minutes early, hold you up here by the Looney Tunes, and then let you in at exactly park opening time. You can actually see they've made an update to the planter there. They have added a bush in the middle, probably to block the view you got of Roadrunner. It was kind of funny. But yeah, that is new in there to make it spruce it up a little more. Well, it looks like the run to Flash is still ongoing. I don't know if this is ever gonna end throughout the season. This is the last day of reservations where they have pass holder reservations in the morning. Obviously, if you've been to the park, you know what it's like. But this is the last day of those. So after this weekend, it is just a free-for-all in the morning to get the Flash first. And big update, I'll cover this a little more when we come back around, but they've changed this little stand right here next to Flash to the Fountainside Refresh Station. There we go, there's everyone. Front of the line for Flash this morning. What's up, Chris?
First one here.
Congrats, Chris. So we got some new turf right there on the Flash stage, as well as that Star Lab sign. We're gonna continue to see theming added more and more as the season goes on to Flash. Alrighty, boarding pass has been acquired, so it is time to go get a nice morning ride in on Flash.
I don't think you can see it, but there's a brand new Star Labs decorative piece in there. Like right there on the wall. You can't really see it.
All right, just got another double ride on Flash, because once again, when you get to the front of that reservation line, they can't fill the station fast enough. So you wind up being able to ride twice because that is the limit with iRock. You can't ride more than twice. But yeah, it was great. And the on-ride audio is fully working now. It seems like they've ironed out all the issues with it, and it is great. So I'm actually gonna show what it sounds like.
Have returned.
So you can see over here at Speedster Central, they have these new TVs in place, and probably for the new on-ride photo that is on its way. I'm gonna go show you guys exactly where that is right now. You see it very clearly when you're on the ride. It's not hooked up yet, but there it is. It's the same setup. They probably took it from King Ka or Green Lantern, quite frankly, but there it is. It's gonna catch you right after the turnaround element. I'm unsure if it's gonna take a photo both forwards and backwards. Probably will, if I had to guess. That's how a lot of rides that are like that do it, but very cool to see that in place. I might actually wind up getting the picture pass now because it will be on Flash, which is really cool. There's another closer look at the camera. Like I said, it's probably the same exact one that was on either King Ka or Green Lantern, which means they do have another one to use, unless they sent it to another park. So hopefully we'll see another ride that didn't previously have on-ride photos and videos get one, because now Flash is gonna have one. So we rode Justice League, and if you guys saw my last vlog, I kind of dogged on it a little bit. It was better this time. I think it's definitely very car dependent with the calibration. It seems like the first screen and then a couple screens after, there's just, ever since the 3D was removed, they haven't been perfect, and they've kind of just been getting worse and worse over time. But I think they're definitely gonna be making the improvements to get that back to where it should be. Obviously, like I said, all the physical features are great. I actually did pretty good this time compared to last week. I got on 300,000. Still nothing like when I used to get 400 plus back a couple years ago, but it is definitely improving. And this, I figured I'd come back over here and show you guys again, the Fountainside Refresh Station. It was not this last week, they just updated it. So very nice to see that. And as far as I know, all of the new refresh stations have begun to open now, which is great. So there's gonna be no shortage of locations to get a refill, which is really, really nice to see. We just learned the hard way to not get Powerade from there. So we're headed over to Yum Yum now to go get some food, and looks like the semi-overcast weather has definitely kept people away. I know yesterday they closed early, a combo of low crowds and rain. Looks like we have some new fencing over here in front of Dream Street Refreshments. Oh wait, they actually upgraded this a little bit. They have this new, I don't think that was there last week, the kind of canopy looking thing. And I believe there's still gonna be more updates being made to it as time goes on. And we're gonna see more updates at all the refresh stations ever since last year as well. All right, so we have some updates inside of Yum Yum. They have this new backsplash now. It's different than last week. All the TVs are on as well. Looks really good. And we got Chris. Yum Yum food was good, and now we're gonna go tame the bull. All right, now we're going on Toro. We got Ben with us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see this.
We got Bacon Chris, we got my dad, we got Antonio. Let's do it. So you'll notice across the park, there's a lot of these towers that have kind of popped up out of nowhere. From my understanding, they're kind of like 5G sort of towers, mainly just to make sure that all cellular devices have a better connection. You'll see them here. I saw one by Showcase Theater. I saw them all over the place. Just did 4 rides on Toro, and I will never stop saying it. The IROC 2 rides, and then you have to go around the stupidest thing that has been implemented. I know the park can't do anything about it because it's from corporate, but if anyone from corporate is watching it, there's no reason for it. It is the stupidest thing, but it was running good, running slow for sure, but it was nice to get on it, and I mean, have to walk around after 2 rides, but regardless, the ride was good. So it looks like for whatever reason, this little like viewing area is open. I'm kind of surprised to see that. This is right alongside the Fright Fest Fanatics store. But you can kind of walk over here and see what's the very little that is left of the Golden Kingdom, as well as this thing for some reason. But yeah, there you go. There's pretty much no animals over here now, since obviously you're not going to walk past it since the Golden Kingdom is gone. But yeah, you can come over here, I guess, and chill out. They got some benches as well. This is another one of those towers I was talking about. This is the one we saw on opening day. I didn't really know what it was. It was just a black bar, but they added the top bit there with the antennas. I can even see another one all the way up there by Dream Street Refreshments. Looks like Harley Quinn's sign got a bit of a refresh, at least the Crazy Train part of it. Definitely looks a lot brighter than it did before, and it is open now. This is its first weekend of the season being operational, so I'm gonna try to go get on it. I could be wrong, but Joker's sign also looks like it got a bit of a refresh. It looks a lot brighter than it did before. New sign right here to please board next available row, and I believe there is one less car on here. 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 18 cars now. So you're gonna have to board through here, but the numbers on here are not changed, so it's a little confusing. Right here also looks refreshed, and yeah, this used to be 20 cars and is now only 18 cars after last year. And the train parks further back now because of the fact that the 2 other rows are gone. So it stops a little further back, which means that the first gates are redundant because row 3's gate lines up with row 1. As you can see, that is car 18. That's it. No more car 20. So we just got off Harley. Obviously, some pretty major operational changes at that ride. I did notice through the first station flyby that you actually go way faster than you used to. At least that's what it felt like. The ride itself, obviously, since there's 2 less cars now, the dynamics are a little different. Nothing too crazy noticeable. It's still Harley Quinn, just with 2 less cars now. So we just got word on social media that the park is closing at 5 p.m. today. It says it's for forecasted inclement weather. Weather really doesn't look too bad, but I'm assuming it's probably because there's not really many people here. I don't know why, because the weather forecast was never that bad for today anyways. But I am curious what Flash's line looks like since the floodgates were open. There's now no more reservations or anything like that for it. It is just open. There's no line for Giant Wheel though, so we're gonna go hop on. Air double dive really hasn't changed because, again, it was pretty much completely gone already opening weekend, so it's still completely gone. That's all that's left of Skyway. It looks like the gravel might have been a little more pronounced now, but there's all that is left right there. That's it. And the rest of the park, I mean, not really much has changed over here. There wasn't much to have changed, but it doesn't look particularly crowded, that's for sure. I don't know what that is, but it definitely looks like something from the maybe right there.
I mean, I reserved it and the line was like 9 miles long, so I just ditched it.
I have noticed some new signs around. There's that sign right there that says exit only. And then in the station for Flash as well, I can't really see it from here, but, oh wait, is that? Oh no, that's just a parking house. I thought they were saying Flash is closed. But at the exit of Flash's station, there's a sign that says like, keep your hands down, arms, like, you know, all of that as well. So they have been making some updates. I'm gonna try to get a shot of the Star Lab sign in the building for you guys. It's tough because you can't bring your phone past that point because that's where the locker merges. So I'm gonna try to show you guys what it looks like. All right, let's see if I can catch it at the right angle. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Almost there it is. There's a nice Star Lab sign in there. Very nice. It really adds to the theming in there, along with everything else they put in there. We're actually gonna wait out the line and see how long it is. It really doesn't look very long. It's just at the locker merge point back to here, and it can't really hold much queue past this point. So I imagine it's really not a very long line, quite honestly. So we'll see how long it takes. I haven't actually waited for this ride yet because I've either ridden it with skip the lines or during the reservation time. So it'll be interesting to see how long this actually winds up taking. Well, the rain has arrived, but we did get on Flash, and it was good. I will say, I've noticed this across the park. The operators are far too aggressive with the restraints. Believe me, I totally understand it needs to be tight. But sometimes it's getting to the point like what happened with Ken, where it is causing pain. That happened to me on Toro too. I didn't mention it earlier, but it happened on Toro, so I'm really hoping, again, I totally understand it needs to, you know, make contact, but it goes beyond making contact and making pain. Yeah, it's uncalled for. There's no reason for it. So hopefully something can be done to address that because it's gotten a little out of hand. I should also mention, waiting from where we did, it took pretty much exactly 40 minutes to get on, which was honestly more than I was expecting because it really didn't look like that long of a line. But yeah, it was 40 minutes. The one I saw from before kind of past the Dream Street Refresh stand, it looks like it's there right next to Primo's. There's antennas like that all over the park. I know I pointed it out at opening weekend, but I love the new designs that they're having on the giant wheel. They're so varied now, especially compared to what they had during holiday. Really great job there for whoever programmed. So up there you can see the new location of the rubber ducky. He is no longer the bat duck or duck bat, whatever you want to call him. He's now over here in front of the clock thing next to Jolly Roger. And they got a fountain coming out of his mouth as well. It also looks like they did some work to Jolly Roger's queue. Lots of new thematic pieces here. It's looked really, really nice actually. Tie in with Skull and the whole kind of, I guess, piratey area. It looks good. Caught up with some members of the crew. Chris, how's your day been?
Good. I got new rides and even got to go on the fender bender. Well, not new rides, but you know.
And new friends.
New friends too, yeah, like Ben.
Yep. Antonio?
I mean, I've been doing pretty good. Today's been quite the day so far, but we got in a lot of rides on Flash and more. So far, ride-wise, we've been doing pretty good.
Dad?
Good day. Got on Flash a couple more times. Got on Toro a few more times. Weather's a little crappy, so crowds are kind of low. Good day so far.
And Ken?
These are the days you come to Great Adventure.
Yes.
The lines are short.
They're very, very short. Pretty much non-existent. Quite frankly, personally, I just don't really feel like riding much more today just because I'm kind of done. But I am going to continue to walk around and show you guys the updates before we head out. I don't recall if I mentioned this in the opening day vlog, but this planter, well, not planter, the 50th kind of topiary here and over by the front is gone. And there's an update over here. So that game stand used to be kind of at the fork near, you know, over here to the right where you kind of split from Movie Town. That's open now, right? It's very well, there's nothing there now. So they moved it over here, and that drink stand that used to be here is now gone. I do think this is a better spot for it. I mean, personally, I'm of the opinion that games should just be completely eliminated from the park, but big improvement for the fact that it's gone from there now, because I always thought it would look not good there. So having it gone is great. Over here, I mean, it's better than having it over there. So over here in front of Batman, obviously we just saw the duck has been moved. So now they've filled in where the duck was with some mulch and some planters right here. This Batmobile is still over there. I am curious if maybe down the line we're gonna see something else put here, but for now it's just a empty plot that looks pretty nice. The flag over here at Dark Knight looks like it might be new. I can't tell for sure, but I don't recall it looking like that. And the municipal refresh station next to the patio is now open. You see they got 2 drink stands, 3 ices, and do they have snacks? Just drinks. And then throughout Movie Town, looks like they've replaced some of these plants, like this kind of base of a tree. I don't know what you'd call this, but I guess the like grading with mulch. They did it at this one, and they did it at that one as well. So maybe we'll see that happen across. I know these are very minuscule updates, but everything goes a long way after so much time, and making the park that much better and stuff like that always adds up in the end. This really does look so much better with that stupid arcade game moved over there, the balloon or whatever it is, the water shooter game. So glad it's gone from here. But now we're gonna march back over towards Toro, because I believe the shop by Toro has a very interesting set of pins that I'm gonna try to see if they still have, because it had what I guess you could kind of consider the big 5, which was Ka, Toro, Nitro, Devil, and Medusa. So I'm curious if they still have those for sale. We're gonna check on the merch at the other locations as well to see what is still available, because I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the commerce, that, you know, new kind of memoriam commerce they had out, is probably gone by now. It's like a bunch of like hidden Easter eggs to try to spot all these things. There's another antenna on the path over the Flash. So it looks like over here at Six Flags Photos, they have updated the on-ride video kind of ads to not have, well, you can still see Green Lantern in the background, but they don't specifically show Green Lantern or Ka. Whereas the one, at least at Toro and I think a couple other rides, very much still show Green Lantern and Ka. So I'm assuming that'll probably be changed very soon. Sweet spot over here is still being worked on. That'll probably be another couple weeks if I had to guess. No guarantee of that, but they're definitely doing a pretty big overhaul. You can see they still have the windows all covered up as well. So I'm sure it's gonna look really, really good once it's done. On our walk down here, I'm gonna stop at Adventure World just to see if they have any Ka merch or anything like that left. I'm gonna say they probably don't, but let's go check. Ka stuff is gone from over here. It's probably only at Main Street now. Nothing back here anymore. Well, it looks like they're gone. It was a set kind of similar to this. Just like I said, it had Toro, Ka, Medusa, Nitro, and Devil on it. And it had the Six Flags corporate logo in the corner here. And now it's gone. Over here along the side of Toro, they have all these big blue no smoking signs to add to all of those, because for those of you unaware, Great Adventure is now a completely smoke-free park, and that is the case, as far as I know, across all of the Six Flags Entertainment Corporation parks. So just keep that in mind. You are not allowed to smoke or vape in the park at all. This view of the Skyway Towers just looks so bizarre now. Well, I don't know why this is closed, but before it was closed, there was some new Savannah Sunset merch in here. I'll see if I can find a picture of it somewhere, but it is there. And next weekend, Savannah Sunset opens. So we will actually get to see this in action, because this will act as a shuttle for Savannah Sunset guests to come into the park via their own entrance at what used to be the Safari Off-Road Adventure Station. So that's be really cool to see, because honestly, I think that's a really good incentive for people staying at Savannah, because not only are you, staying out in the middle of the safari, you're kind of getting your own like unique entrance experience. So I think that really is cool. Best of the West still isn't open yet, along with a number of other dining locations. My guess is that around spring break, maybe beginning of May, that's when we're gonna see some of them start to open up. Right now, obviously, park's not very crowded, so there's not necessarily a need for it, but I'm sure once we get towards the more crowded times of year, there definitely will be one. Here's the another look at the iconic shot that's quite a bit less iconic now. I mean, it's still got Toro Mine Train, but definitely looking a little blank. You can look at Skyway again, just very blank and empty now. Very sad to see. But my train's about to peek through. I actually didn't even realize you could see it from here. What a cool spot. Well, what do you know? There's another one of those towers right here on the way to Frontier Adventures from what used to be Golden Kingdom Adventure Outpost. We've decided we're gonna venture down to Superman Island and give it my yearly ride, given that it doesn't break down like it did on opening day. But again, if you guys watch the videos, you know, I really don't care for Superman. I think it's a really boring ride. And I like the other flying coasters I've ridden, but I don't like this one because I think its layout sucks. So, I mean, I'm still gonna go ride it. Like I said in the opening day vlog, they did quite a bit of work to it, which is always nice to see. This ride's just not for me. And the sadness hits once again as we walk past the wall, the hallway to Superman. Looks like there might be some new greenery, unless this was already there and I just don't remember it. But I mean, not much has changed over here because there's not much that could have changed since it was already completely demoed prior to opening day, basically. But yeah, crazy to see this again. I'm never gonna get used to it. I mean, knowing that Ka was there, Lantern was here, Twister, Parrish, it's surreal. Bit of a look over the fence, kind of. There you go. Not really much to see because, like I said, it's all gone. I'm getting a sneaking suspicion that seeing Superman as a station weight may become a trend because, again, it's out on its own island over here now. Despite the fact that it was always a very popular ride, I don't know if that's gonna be enough to bring people all the way back here for it. Just like on opening day, we get another nice look at the remains of everything. You can actually see Cod Station really well from here. There you go. But I mean, nothing's really changed since opening day. It's all still the same. Still very empty. Still feels really weird to see this ride like this. It's not like that dead. It's not crowded, but it's not completely deserted. Now that I'm getting a bit of a closer look at what they did to the trains, you can see that that blue up top there is definitely a very different shade than the blue that's pre-existing on the trains there. But it looks really good. They did a very nice job with the bit of a refresh they did. Another one of those towers right here by the exit ramp of Superman. That was my yearly ride on Superman, and it really didn't get any different for me. I still don't like it very much. I love the pretzel loop, and there goes Flash. But after the pretzel loop, I still think the ride just does nothing. And I've ridden other flying coasters. I've ridden Manta, Tatsu, and I love the two of those. I think those are great because their layout does more than just turns. So, you know, not a fan of it. I know people are, but I don't want to discredit the work they did on it over the off season because trains look great. Looks like it's running pretty well. I mean, I know it had some hiccups opening weekend because as you guys saw in the vlog, we didn't get to ride it. But yeah, it looks like it's running pretty well now. So no complaints about that. I just don't like the ride personally. I also do want to give a shout out to the Superman crew. You guys are doing really, really well. They are still on one train, but it doesn't really matter. As you saw, there's not many people back here anyway. So shout out to them. You guys are doing great. Looks like over here at the Right Stuff building, they had some of the Army of the Dead signage still up, and they did wind up taking it down, thankfully. Before we leave, I'm going to check on the merch availability, both at Six Flags Universe and Main Street Market, to see what is here now. I am not seeing any really different stock, except for maybe these new, well, the old Medusa ones, but I'm not really seeing anything else new. This shirt design doesn't look too familiar. It's an interesting combo of rides. You got X2, you got a Super Loop, West Coast Racers, and it looks like Joker Discovery Kingdom. It's interesting. Very, very limited stock left here of the legendary King to Ka merch. Looks like the logo corner one that had the years of Ka's operation completely gone. Looks like all we got is 3XL, small, that, and then one small left of the green plus the sample. That's it. There's like nothing left. We got the tigers. We got some of the older King to Freaking Cost stuff and some of these cups, but that's it. That is gonna do it for our day here at Great Adventure. The third, I guess, real visit, my 5th actual visit of the year because of all the Flash stuff. It was good. We got on some rides, got to see the changes. As always, nothing really too different, Dad.
Good day. Got on Flash a couple more times, tour a few times, had some good food. It's a good day. Low crowds.
Very low crowds, Ken.
I got my front row ride on the Flash with the music, the sound.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. I got my front row
Yeah.
too.
this
And
did.
Really good.
It's good. It's good. The sound makes quite a difference.
It does, it does. Antonio?
I'm the only one that did not get on front row.
I didn't ride front row today, but I
Yeah,
have in
sure.
the past.
But listen, great day. First time I actually got to ride it with the audio as well, which I didn't really realize until I got here today. So great visit though, otherwise.
Oh yeah, it's great to see Flash having the audio going consistently, but with all that being said, that's gonna do it for today's video from Great Adventure. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.